An overdosage of paracetamol can actually destroy half of a person's liver in less than 1 week. Many people actually consume an overdosage of paracetamol without knowing. Many people don't know that they've actually taken an overdose. So how does this happen? Hello, welcome back to your Total Health TV. In our last video, we talked about the 5 common drugs that can cause damage to the liver. And on that list, paracetamol comes on top. And so in this video, I want to explain better how paracetamol can cause damage to the liver. Now, paracetamol, also known as acetaminophen. Acetaminophen is the generic name, like the scientific name, while paracetamol is the brand name. In some countries, it's called Tylenol. But let's just go with paracetamol. So when you hear me say paracetamol, you actually know what I mean, because that's the more general name that many people are used to. Paracetamol is the leading cause of acute liver damage, and in very severe cases, it can actually lead to death or a liver transplant. An overdosage of paracetamol can actually destroy half of a person's liver in less than 1 week. In less than 1 week. That is how dangerous paracetamol can actually be. And it is actually the commonest that people abuse. When an individual consumes paracetamol, the body breaks it down in the liver. The liver breaks it down, to get to the end product, and actually produces an end product that is called a metabolite. This metabolite is actually very, very toxic. And so when this continues over a period of time, it destroys the structure of the liver and ultimately making the liver unable to perform its functions properly. Most liver injury is actually associated with taking greater than 4 grams of paracetamol per day. 4 grams of paracetamol in a day. An adult should consume about 650 milligrams to 1000 milligrams of paracetamol every 4 to 6 hours. And everything, when you sum up every of your paracetamol consumption in a day, it should not be more than 4 grams. If you're somebody who consumes alcohol, or you have hepatitis, then you should limit your own paracetamol consumption to about 2 to 3 grams in a day. Now, many people actually consume an overdosage of paracetamol without knowing. Many people don't know that they've actually taken an overdose. So how does this happen? Many of the over-the-counter medications that people take for cold, for flu, and as sleeping aids, many of these medications actually contains a certain amount of paracetamol. So apart from consuming the normal paracetamol that maybe you're using for pain, for fever, then you now consume a medication for cold or a sleeping aid. Everything adds up, and many people don't even know that they have gone beyond the maximum recommended dose of the paracetamol that they should take in a day. Now, this is how to prevent this. When you are buying these medications, maybe for cold, for flu, or as a sleeping aid, try and read the drug label. When you see anything that resembles paracetamol, they might not write paracetamol. It could be something like, they might write acetaminophen, which is generic name, and some companies don't even write acetaminophen. They can write AP. When you see AP, when you see AC, when you see acetamine, or maybe acetam, when you see this, just know that they are talking about paracetamol. So check what milligram is written in front of it when you are checking the drug label, and add it up. How many you are taking in a day? Add it up with the normal paracetamol that you are actually taking, and make sure that you do not exceed 4 grams or 2 to 3 grams if you have hepatitis or you take alcohol. Another way that paracetamol can actually cause liver damage is if you are consuming it with alcohol. Please, if you are taking paracetamol, do not consume alcohol. It actually makes everything worse. When it comes to children, many parents actually abuse paracetamol for their children, and they end up giving them an overdosage that gradually destroys their liver, and this can become a big problem when these children actually advance in age. Now, recommended dose for paracetamol when it comes to a child is less than 75 milligrams per kilogram per day. So for example, if your child weighs 10 kilograms, you multiply that by 10, that is 750 milligrams, and that means all the paracetamol added up that you are giving to your child for that day should not be more than 750 milligrams. So if your child weighs 20 kg, that means 75 times 20, that is 1,500 milligrams. That child should not take more than 1,500 milligrams of paracetamol for that whole day. Maybe from direct paracetamol or from the cold medications, the flu medications, the medications for sleep, or yes, some medications used to treat allergies also contains paracetamol. So check the labels of this drug and add them up. Furthermore, to prevent liver damage from the abuse of paracetamol, please do not take the maximum recommended dose of paracetamol for an extended period of time. For example, it's usually recommended that if you are taking paracetamol for pain, please do not take it for more than 10 days in a row. And if you are taking it for fever, do not take it for more than 3 days. This is because this toxic metabolite, this toxic end product that results from the consumption of paracetamol, when it begins to accumulate over time, that is when it actually results in liver damage. In addition, when you are speaking with your physician, inform your physician, your pharmacist about the drugs and other supplements that you are taking, because some of these drugs might contain paracetamol and they don't want you to have an overdose, so they will know what to prescribe and the exact dose to prescribe to prevent an overdosage. So do not say you want to double up the amount of paracetamol you are taking because you are feeling so much pain, or you feel your fever is so high and then you just want to double it up. Please do not double it up. Protect your liver, protect your life, protect yourself. Do not go beyond these recommended doses. For example, there was a time I actually met a woman who told me that, oh, you mean my 2-year-old child is already taking 1 gram of paracetamol every 6 hours. I was like, wow. Do you even know what that means? Do you even know what it means? Please don't destroy yourself. Don't destroy your liver. Protect yourself. Do not go beyond the recommended doses. As I've said, for the children, 75 milligrams per kg per day, and for adults, do not go beyond 4 grams per day. If you have hepatitis or you take a lot of alcohol, do not go beyond 2 grams, maximum of 3 grams per day, depending on how worse the condition is. So I hope this video has helped you to understand how to avoid an overdosage of paracetamol. And if this video has educated you in any way, if you have gained anything from this video, please do me this favor, look below and click on the subscribe button so that you don't miss out of upcoming updates on this channel. I want you to like this video, to share it with your friends, share it with everybody, share it with your family. Until I see you in the next video, please stay healthy.